Today I'm doing my daily tip. For those that may not see them often, the purpose of my daily tip is to give you a very short, concise piece of advice based on things I see my clients encounter often. I also do a weekly how-to series, which is a little bit longer, and a monthly webinar series that goes much more in depth. You can see those on my website and my YouTube page also. But going into today's tips, so things you want to consider when you're scheduling or making a schedule for your holiday parenting time. First thing you want to consider is what are considered your religious holidays. Sometimes, or quite often, families don't share the same religious holidays, so that should be defined. But there are also a lot of religious holidays that people share, even though it might not be their religion. Christmas obviously is a big thing. I have a lot of Jewish clients who celebrate Christmas because it's just a big thing with their children. So you have to define what those are and are not. Then you also want to make specific holidays to make sure that you get them. Like if you're the father, you want to make sure you have Father's Day. If you're the mother, Mother's Day. You want to get your own birthdays, the children's birthdays, and map out how you're going to share those. Next, you want to figure out how you're going to divide the holidays, either splitting the days up. Sometimes you're splitting the holiday itself. Depends on what kind of holiday it is. Like for instance, there's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Some people will split both. You share Christmas Eve and you share Christmas Day. Others alternate. One gets Christmas Eve one year and one gets Christmas Day one year. Usually I'm not a big fan of splitting both holidays in a circumstance like that, just as a matter of a side matter, because you spend a great deal of your day in the car. But a lot of times these days are very significant and you have no other choice but to do that. Next, you want to consider, will the holiday schedule override the parenting schedule that you have? So meaning, if it's your weekend, but it's their birthday takes over the weekend, at least to the extent of the holiday. You want to make sure that that is clear. You also want to put in when there's a conflict between either holidays, maybe there's two holidays that fall on the same day, or a holiday and a school vacation that falls on the same day. You want to figure out how you're going to resolve those conflicts. Normally you want to put, for instance, like the mother's choice is on even years and the father's on odd years, and you can build in that kind of schedule for any kind of conflict. Next, you want to consider certain holidays that I call the Monday holidays that don't always fall into the schedules people look at, like July 4th, Memorial Day, Labor Day. You want to determine, will one parent have that holiday as an alternating schedule, or will it be the parent who has normal parenting time? So you should define that. And then lastly, at least to the extent of this tip, you want to consider what kind of school vacations and holidays we're going to have. Usually there's 2 or 3 extended vacations, and you want to map out those, not only make sure that you have the fair amount, but also you want to resolve how conflicts between those and other holidays or other parenting schedules may intervene. I hope you found this tip helpful. If you did, please give it a like and share it so that other people can see it. You can get more information on these and other tips on my YouTube page and my website also, which is micklinlawgroup.com, or call me at 973-562-0100 with any questions.